Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom.
Get ready to get healthy. Get ready to get fit. Get ready to take charge of your health. Get ready to listen, learn, and live healthier, because your health is your wealth. It's time for some information and inspiration. It's time to talk about health and nutrition. Nutrition for your body, for your mind, for your spirit. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition. Proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, supplementation for when you don't. Let's Talk Nutrition. Scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Daily prizes and giveaways. Follow Dr. Garko on Twitter at Dr. Garko and on Facebook at facebook.com/Dr. Michael Garko. Now, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. Thanks for stopping by today. Hope you're doing well. Day's going well. Got it under, I don't like that word, control. Control's an illusion. It's a necessary illusion, but still it's an illusion. We don't control anything. We influence and manage things. Control? I don't know about control. Any parent will tell you that. There comes a day when you realize, right? I don't know if you had that moment. I certainly did. When I realized I was never controlling this child in the first place. Right? That's a moment of great revelation. or if you're a teacher, right? You realize control's an illusion. Think about your relationships. Control. What does control mean? Control means that you influence the outcome of some person, process, or event, that you determine the outcome independent of any other factor. You're in control. Really? Don't think so. And it's very liberating when you can release yourself from that whole idea. Control. You don't control stress. You manage stress. You control your destiny? I don't think so. When you think of all the variables that impact on your life or on your health, for example, you can manage things, you can influence people, processes, and events, but control them. There's a much higher order to do that kind of work, whatever you want to call that higher order. And this whole if you approach health that way from a control perspective, I think that it's limiting, and I think it gets you into trouble. Power and control. In the world of management, managers and companies, corporations that use a power and control model, that's a bankrupt model. It doesn't work. You may get momentary, compliance, but you're not going to get long-term commitment. I'm just saying. So yesterday, we had a caller right toward the end of the show. I forget which city he was in. Was it Hatfield? Hatfield? I remembered that, Steve. It was Hatfield, Pennsylvania. Hatfield. I was close enough. Rudy was his name, right? My producers tell me yes. I'm not altogether disconnected then. And he was talking about, I had Dr. McElwain on yesterday, and we were talking about osteoarthritis. And Rudy called right toward the end of the show and was sharing his experience where he woke up in the middle of the night and severe hip pain, went to the doctor, and the doctor diagnosed him with osteoarthritis. And he was asking there was anything he could do to help moderate that pain. He said he listens every day, so I'm presuming he's listening, and I promised him that I would, at the opening of today's show, mention some supplements that could help with cooling things down, so to speak. In other words, moderating the inflammation. Now, there are a number of joint and bone products that you could take, but there are a couple that come to mind that are worth considering. I would recommend that you take a look at them, research them. I'll give you the names of these supplements, and then you can decide what you want to do or not do, take or not take. There's one by Solgar. It's called Solgar 7, I believe, is what it's called. Let me just pull back here. Solgar number 7. That product works pretty darn well. You might want to research that. It's made by Solgar, S-O-L-G-A-R. It's number 7. The 7 means something. There's a guarantee on that product. Read about it. There's another different company, Country Life Vitamins. They make a product called Flexible. You might want to consider that as an alternative. And they have a Flexible, and then they have Flexible Advanced. That's good for joint health. Then, in terms of just general inflammation, cooling things down, you might want to consider Natural Factors Theracuramin. It's curcumin, and they have a special delivery system to get it into the cell. That's one of my favorite products, Theracuramin. I don't know what they're telling you on a bottle to take. I tell you what I take a day. I take 5 a day to manage inflammation. Then you might want to consider taking fish oil, a high-grade fish oil supplement. Recommendations generally in the literature are 3 to 5 grams, not milligrams, grams a day. Nordic Naturals makes their Ultimate Omega would be a good choice. 6 gel caps, that's a little better than 3 grams. And then there's another product called Zyflamen by New Chapter. Now, you could do a combination. You could take like a joint product, something like, and I know he's taking Flexin. I wouldn't stop taking that. You could take maybe Country Life's Flexible with fish oil and the Theracuramin, or Flexible fish oil and Zyflamen. Zyflamen is an anti-inflammatory. The Theracuramin and the Zyflamen are generally for inflammation, systemic inflammation. So it's a matter of nourishing. The strategy here is to nourish the joint and cool down the joint. Cool down the inflammation, manage the inflammation, and nourish the joint. That would be my approach. So you have to take some anti-inflammatory type of nutraceutical with some joint product. That would be my recommendation, Rudy. If you have a question, give me a call. 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. I'm a big fan of doing things in combination. I don't know how severe the osteoarthritis is in your hip, but nevertheless. Maggie Johnle, I believe, is scheduled today. She's with Renew Life. talking about digestive health. You talk about complaints. At every bend and turn, every time I turn around, somebody's coming up to me, complaining about some digestive issue. Your digestive system, is a foundational system. All your systems are, everybody says, which is the most important system? Well, I consider the digestive system to be like the foundation upon which things are built. And we'll talk about how to care for that digestive system and generally how it works. And we'll get into some very specific details on that. Hopefully we'll all get something from it.
Exclusively from Natural Factors.
I'm Dr. Michael Murray. I'm very excited to have the opportunity to talk with you about PGX, a truly revolutionary natural product that works perfectly to help get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult. PGX is a clinically proven way to help people to achieve their ideal body weight that is safe and natural. PGX leads to a dramatic reduction in the glycemic index of any food or meal. It also ultimately causes the release of compounds that achieve two important goals in weight loss. One, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and two, improving the action of the hormone insulin. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, it's not your fault. You just need the tremendous support that PGX can provide. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, please go to pgx.com.
Are you able to consume the recommended 6 to 8 servings of fresh fruits and vegetables in a day for optimal health and well-being? Who has time to prepare and eat that many servings? Now there is a way to consume 5 whole servings of fresh fruits and vegetables in an easy-to-mix drink. That's half of your daily recommended servings in one drink. Introducing Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst Powder, made up of 29 enzymatically alive whole foods, along with 7 antioxidant-rich berry extracts in a delicious powder form that you can easily mix into water or your favorite fruit juice. Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst contains sea vegetables, probiotics, organic grasses, and herbal extracts that help to support the immune system, provide increased energy, provide an alkaline pH, and cleanse and detoxify the body. No heat is used in the processing of Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst, so it is enzymatically alive, just like fresh fruits and vegetables. You can find Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst at your local health food store. Ask for it by name.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want to live? Better health shouldn't be left to chance. Smart choices to living longer and stronger include making Kyolic Aged Garlic Extract a part of your daily routine. For years, medical researchers have recommended adding Kyolic to the diet as a powerful tool to enhancing overall heart and immune health. Recent clinical studies at UCLA Medical Center using Kyolic suggest that garlic may slow plaque formation in the arteries and support healthy cholesterol and homocysteine levels. Previous research also shows Kyolic may enhance your immune system defenses. Kyolic is organic, odorless, and the only antioxidant garlic supplement available worldwide. Maintaining a healthier you could extend your life. Your wellness begins with Kyolic Aged Garlic Extract, available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold. Visit Kyolic.com, that's KYOLIC.com, or call 1-800-421-2998 for a free sample today.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nutrix Hawaii. More nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. Now Foods. Our products work. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Flexin, the joint health experts. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
One of my producers saved the day. He had in his bag some lozenges. My throat was terrible today. It's terrible. He said, I asked him initially, he said, no, I don't have any, doc. I have nothing in my bag. Then he remembered, took his mind off his girlfriend and remembered he had something for me in his bag. Let's go to Hatfield, Pennsylvania. These are my problems. You don't want to hear about that. Rudy, welcome to the show. Sorry we had to cut you off yesterday. We were just out of time. But
that's okay. That's probably my problem.
So you heard you heard my recommendations.
Yes, I'd like to thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
What's going on your archived items, and I think what I was doing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I take Medici Plus and Biosil with orange juice. What I was doing is I was taking the Flex and 2 of the load-up capsules.
Mm-hmm.
I was washing them down with the Medici Plus and Biosil cocktail.
That's all right. Look.
And I understand that orange juice was canceling out Flexin.
Yeah. Drink water. Drink water. Juice from time to time. Get you don't. I'm not discouraging you from drinking orange juice or grapefruit juice, but the juices, lots of sugar. Drink more water. Drink water. In terms of your osteoarthritis in your hip, may I ask how old you are?
I'm 71.
Okay, you're 71. So, you're at a stage in the game where these are the kinds of things that go on. So what you're going to try to have to do here is manage this and try to, manage the inflammation and then consequently the pain, but also manage the degree of deterioration in the joint. I don't know how much that hip joint is deteriorated. I don't know.
Well, I used to play a lot of sport in my younger days.
Okay, so what we want to try to do is you want to try to be comfortable and keep the inflammation down and keep the joint as relatively healthy as possible. What you might want to consider, I wouldn't tell you to stop taking the Flexin. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and take it. You might want to consider taking either Solgar's number 7, that product, or Country Life's Flexible Advanced.
Okay.
And then take it. Do you take fish oil? As a supplement?
Not presently.
Okay. So I would go to in your instance, what's recommended in the literature, generally 3 to 5 grams a day.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I would do something like Nordic Naturals Ultimate Omega, 6 gel caps of that product of the Ultimate Omega. Nordic Naturals Ultimate Omega is equivalent to a little over 3 grams. I would do that in combination with one of the joint products that I mentioned, either the Flexible Advanced or Solgar's number 7. And then I would definitely consider taking Natural Factors Theracuramin.
Yes, well, I was taking that. I would take one in the morning and one in the evening.
It's not enough. Not enough. When you're trying to, you got to go a little higher. You got to move into that therapeutic dose range to get some effect. I would at least do 2 and 2. I take 5 a day.
Well, that sounds okay. I didn't know how much to take.
I would do 2 and 2 or 3 and 2, whatever. You can also break open one of those Theracuramin capsules and pour it in your bottle of water, and it'll totally dissolve, and it makes it a bright orange, and you can drink it. That's another way to get it into your body throughout the day. Put it in your water, plus take the capsules. You can't take too much of that product, in my opinion.
What I was doing previous to that, I would go to the Indian store and buy a whole bag of it, and I was putting it in my food.
Okay. Well,
But, I didn't know how much.
make sure now we're talking about the same product, Theracuramin by Natural Factors.
Yes, I wrote that down.
It's in the box. Comes in a box. The bottle's inside the box. Take that with. I would take it with the fish oil, with the joint product. You can take all three of those together, plus your Flexin, put them all together, and take them together. And you either break it up, do it twice a day, or do it all at once, whatever you want to do. I'd probably twice a day, do that little protocol, and stay on that for a couple of weeks and see if the inflammation calms down. Now, you'll have to decide whether I would continue to take your Flexin, either the Flexible or Solgar 7. You go and do some research on both of them, and you decide. But for sure, the fish oil and the Theracuramin for the inflammation, and then one of those joint products to nourish the joint along with your Flexin, okay?
Should I also take that Zyklamin?
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay.
Do 4 a day.
4 a day?
Yeah, break it up 2 and 2. The Zyklamin, the fish oil, and the Theracuramin is an anti-inflammatory protocol.
Okay, now I can take all of those together.
You can. You can break it up, do it twice a day.
All right.
The Zyklamin, do the Zyklamin two times a day. Do the fish oil 6, but 3 twice a day, in other words. Mm-hmm. Do the Theracuramin maybe 2 twice a day. And then the Flexible Advanced, maybe 2 twice a day. And do that for 2 weeks, and let's see what happens, man.
Okay.
Give that a try.
Oh, by the way, I ordered Dr. Michael Wayne's book.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
All right. Take care.
Very much.
Rudy, you take care of yourself, buddy, okay?
Okay.
All right. Keep listening. We'll keep talking. I'll be back. And something about not getting enough sleep and aging. Oh. And then this business of non-communicable diseases. And if you're taking an antacid, maybe you're increasing your heart attack risk rate.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit TakeSolace.com. Solace for healthy sleep naturally.
Over the past 60 years, I have prescribed and been introduced to countless health therapies from around the world. I formulated Medi-C Plus, a natural remedy with high amounts of vitamin C and lysine for maintaining strong bones, cartilage, teeth, and gums, and aiding in collagen formation. Now in my 90s, Medi-C Plus is my insurance for the maintenance of good health. Make Medi-C Plus a part of your daily health routine too.
Available at health food stores and specialty pharmacies.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Fast
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Renew Life, the digestive care company, Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing, Greens Plus, superfood for super health, Medi-C Plus, for heart health and more, New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom, NeoCell, the true science of collagen. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition, wherever and however you may be listening or watching, and whatever you may be doing. Again, I did this on earlier in the week, but I again want to welcome the listeners in Georgia, the Atlanta, Georgia area. It's very nice to be there. WWWE 1100 AM on the dial. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. I'm very, very happy to be in your neck of the woods. And we have a lot of people that listen in the Atlanta area, even before we came into your station. But we're so happy to be able to come into your neighborhood and to your day-to-day life and present this show. And you're always welcome, as everybody else is, to call the show. We encourage people. We love interaction around here. I consider dialogue far more interesting than monologue. And you can always call 877-897-8255. It's WWWE 1100 AM. So I was alluding to some studies and stories that were trending. One deal... This is related to digestive health, but has some cardiovascular consequences. My guest will be Maggie Johnle from Renew Life. She's here, and I'll bring her on in a moment, but I wanted to share this and get her to comment on it as well. Apparently, people who use proton pump inhibitors, and you know who you are, people that use them have, according to this piece of research now, new study, between 16 and 21%, they're more likely to experience a heart attack than people who don't commonly use this prescribed anti-acid drug type of drug. It's this was published in Public Library of Science 1, and which is a very prestigious journal. And they were concerned that proton pump inhibitors might cause long-term cardiovascular disease and increase a patient's heart attack risk. It's an antacid drug. And one of the researchers in the study, a Dr. Shah, said, by looking at the data from people who were given proton pump inhibitor drugs primarily for acid reflux and had no prior history of heart disease, our data mining pipeline signals an association with a higher rate of heart attacks, close quote. Our results, he said, demonstrate that proton pump inhibitors appear to be associated with elevated risk of heart attack in the general population, and H2 blockers show no such association, closed quote. Close quote. According to the Federal Drug Administration, this is an estimate, about 1 in 14 Americans, that's a lot of people, use proton pump inhibitors. That's a $13 billion business, by the way, globally. You think they sell a few of those? You think a few people walking around with some acid reflux? You don't have any acid reflux, do you, Maggie? Better not.
No, thank goodness.
What do you make of that?
Well, I've known for a while about the consequences of long-term PPIs, and it scares me. This is actually really fascinating that it's also linked to cardiovascular disease.
Your company, Renew Life, you all are in the business of digestive health. This acid reflux business is a digestive issue, is it not?
Absolutely, yeah. We've been talking about it for almost a little over 15 years now. I mean, we've been trying to educate people on how to relieve occasional heartburn naturally.
Well, The technical name is gastroesophageal reflux disease. I've written about this and have talked about it on the show. This gastroesophageal reflux disease, GERD, as it is called, is a serious business. I mean, it really upsets people's quality of life, and there's some consequences, serious consequences associated with chronic GERD, right?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of things with that. I mean, some people have just occasional heartburn. Some people have occasional acid reflux. Some people have it more chronically, and then they are diagnosed with the disease, so to speak. But it's really nothing different from the symptom itself. It's just having the symptom more often. So we try to look at it as an occasional symptom, and you know, what we can do, what kind of dietary choices can we make differently.
Okay, well, we can talk about that. If you can keep that in your left side or right side of your brain, wherever you store that stuff, for a second. Let me just comment on this business of GERD. You alluded occasionally. I know people that it's more than occasionally. It's chronic, and they walk around in the world every day with this, and they'll take some over-the-counter or prescribed proton pump inhibitor of some sort or another, and they think everything is fine. Not necessarily. Just to explain, though, GERD, this gastroesophageal reflux disease, it's a digestive disorder, and your esophagus, as you run down that pipe, right at the end of it, there's a ring of muscle tissue. It's called an LES, a lower esophageal sphincter. If that thing has to, when you're eating, the food comes down the esophagus, that sphincter, that valve, if you want to call it that, opens up. Food passes through, and then it closes. Well, sometimes it doesn't close. And when it doesn't close, what happens? It's connected to your stomach. What's in your stomach? Gastric juices. What's part of gastric juices? Hydrochloric acid. And then that washes back up into the esophagus. And that's what that burning sensation, that's acid, which is very caustic, and it's burning the lining, the tissue of the esophagus. And it has long-term health issues and consequences if you don't get this corrected. Now, you can, if you're pregnant, this happens with pregnant women, people who are obese or overweight, or if they have a hiatal hernia. Those are generally the causes. Does all that comport with your understanding?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Just so we understand what the issue here. When we come back, we'll have Maggie talk a little bit about this from a digestive perspective, because that's a digestive problem, and more than a few, 1 in 14. That's a lot of people walking around with this. And so what can you do about it? By the way, that hiatal hernia business is tricky business. That operation, at a certain age, they won't do it. And sometimes when they do it, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work. So, but if you're overweight or obese, there you go. There's something we can do there. If you're pregnant, you won't be pregnant forever. So, you know, there's a way to get at this. Be right back.
At Country Life Vitamins, we've been helping people live happy, healthy lives since 1971. And we believe integrity should always be our #1 ingredient. We are committed to this belief because you deserve high-quality nutrition, specifically crafted with the highest standards to support your health. Country Life's manufacturing facility is an NSF GMP-registered facility, as well as USDA-certified organic, so you can feel good about the products you're taking. Country Life Vitamins is also the first supplement company in the United States to have a complete line of products certified gluten-free. That's over 500 products. Country Life Vitamins' pledge of integrity is based on 5 standards: authenticity, cleanliness, freshness, consistency, and accuracy. Ask for Country Life's top-selling products, such as Coenzyme B Advanced for increased energy or Flex Able for joint health. Country Life Vitamins' commitment to ensure all of our products are pure, wholesome, gluten-free supplements full of natural goodness provides peace of mind with the knowledge you are using a brand you can trust.
Feeling tired after your meal? Occasional gas, bloating, or indigestion at inopportune times? You may have an enzyme deficiency. Did you know that many common digestive discomforts can be caused by poor digestion? When food isn't completely digested, it begins to ferment in the digestive tract, which may cause uncomfortable symptoms. Digest Gold, America's #1 selling enzyme product, offers unparalleled support for your digestive needs. It contains exclusive blends of enzymes optimized to be 3 times stronger and work more than 6 times faster than other leading digestive supplements. With just 1 capsule per meal, Digest Gold offers support to break down carbohydrates, fats, fiber, and protein. Enzymedica products are all natural, vegetarian, contain absolutely no fillers, and are vegan and kosher when possible. You'll find Digest Gold and other Enzymedica products at fine health food stores near you. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Xenia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Xenia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Xenia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Xenia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Xenia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, collagen, and elastin peptides, all combined in 1 capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you are strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Xenia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Xenia by name. Start taking Xenia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing.
Medi-C Plus. The C in Medi-C Plus stands for vitamin C, and the plus stands for lysine. Did you know vitamin C is arguably the most important water-soluble antioxidant in the human body? Or that we cannot produce vitamin C on our own like animals do? We need Medi-C Plus to meet our daily needs. Medi-C Plus provides the body with a high concentration of vitamin C and lysine, which work together to build collagen for optimal heart health. Dr. Gifford Jones, graduate of the Harvard Medical School, developed Medi-C Plus after his own heart attack 16 years ago. With the help of Medi-C Plus, Dr. Gifford Jones is now a healthy 91 years old. But Medi-C Plus is not just for heart health. Medi-C Plus also benefits your immune system, vision, promotes healthy skin, provides support for healthy teeth and gums, healthy joints, and much more. So make Medi-C Plus part of your daily routine and enjoy healthy living. Medi-C Plus at your local vitamin discount center and all fine health food stores. You can also order online at mymedi-c.com or call toll-free at 1-844-871-0069.
Is your fish oil wildly pure? New Chapter is proud to offer a whole food approach to fish oil, Whole Mega. Naturally pure 100% wild-caught salmon comes from the pristine waters of Alaska. Like extra virgin olive oil, the fresh-caught salmon for Whole Mega is pressed immediately after harvest. And that's all that's needed to deliver wild Alaskan salmon's whole complement of vital omega fatty acids. These omegas support your heart health. 1 serving of Whole Mega per day, 2 grams, has been clinically shown to help retain healthy triglyceride levels and to improve the omega-3 index, a studied marker of heart health. And did you know experts recommend consuming 2 to 3 servings of fish per week? So 1 week of Whole Mega delivers the omegas of 3 servings of wild Alaskan salmon. Discover the New Chapter difference, wildly pure Whole Mega. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Available at your local fine health food store.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Canavest, from seed to shelf. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
I was just reporting on this new piece of research drawing a correlation between people who use proton pump inhibitors to address their heartburn, as they call it, running a risk for a heart attack. That's a pretty significant risk. A little surprising that they run this risk. This is an interesting sort of relationship. And there are more than a few people, apparently, who use these proton pump inhibitors. And you run a risk of somewhere between 16 to 21% of having a heart attack with a long-term use, I guess, or use of these proton pump inhibitors. My guest is Maggie Johnle, educator for Renew Life. So typically, Maggie, people are taking these products because they either have gastroesophageal reflux disease or what's sometimes called non-ulcer dyspepsia, NUD, which, people call it indigestion, heartburn, that burning sensation that's in your upper, or, in your chest, and the upper abdominal pain people have. It makes it hard to swallow, feeling of pressure or heaviness after you eat, sensations of bloating after eating, stomach or abdominal pains and cramps. I mean, it's very uncomfortable. So, but welcome back. Do you all? How do you all address this at Renew Life? What do you all talk about when you deal with this issue?
Well, the main thing we talk about is the lack of HCl and how HCl or hydrochloric acid is seriously lacking in probably the majority of people's stomachs these days. And that really being sort of the root cause of many of these issues. And, of course, that goes against what most people think, or, sort of what they intuitively believe, that they have too much acid in their stomach and therefore it's just sort of bubbling up to the surface and there's too much of it and that's why it hurts. In reality, it's very often too little stomach acid, and what that can then lead to is the malfunctioning of the LES, the lower esophageal sphincter, which can allow the contents of the stomach to reflux upwards and start to hurt.
Yeah, it sounds counterintuitive. Betaine HCl, betaine hydrochloric, is that what you're referring to?
Yes, that's right.
And in the person with chronic heartburn or indigestion, we put a lot of focus on. That's why these proton pump inhibitors came into being, blocking the digestive process with these antacids. And many experts, you among them, apparently believe that one of the more useful digestive aids, in a sort of counterintuitive way, is hydrochloric acid.
Yeah.
But not everyone can have some sort of hydrochloric acid test or analysis done. So the question becomes, how can you do this?
Well, the easy response is to give it a try. I mean, we're all sort of like these guinea pigs at the end of the day, trying things, seeing if they work. We have a supplement that contains hydrochloric acid, betaine hydrochloride, which you mentioned, which also contains a number of enzymes and nourishing, soothing ingredients for the digestive tract. So it's worth a try just to kind of see if maybe that's one of the root causes of your digestive issue.
Yeah, so what you can do, maybe take one tablet or capsule containing about 600 milligrams or so of hydrochloric acid at your next large meal, right?
Yeah, well, actually, Parazyme contains quite a bit less.
Okay, that's fine.
So it's a little bit, it goes.
That's the name of the product, Parazyme?
Yeah, Parazyme. It was actually our first product ever, believe it or not. 15 years ago, Brenda started with that product. So
if it doesn't aggravate your symptoms, then at every meal after that large meal, then take the same size or amount or whatever you took and continue to increase the dose until you reach a point where you feel warmth in your stomach, whichever occurs first. I mean,
it's unmistakable. I mean, I always tell people, they're like, well, how do I know if I get that sensation? It's like, yeah, you'll
feel this warm feeling in your stomach. Now you know you've reached the limit. That's where that's the limit.
Yeah.
And then you need to take one less tablet. Whatever you took to get that warm feeling, take one less tablet. After you found what your largest tolerable dose is, that where you don't get that warm feeling in your stomach, then maintain that dose at all meals of a similar size, usually these larger meals.
Right.
So that's how you know.
What I would say. Yeah.
So that's how you know. It sounds counterintuitive. You're saying, well, it's the acid it's acid reflux, the acid getting up into the esophagus that's causing the problem. Well, what we find is this betaine hydrochloride, betaine HCl, what it's going to help you do is it's going to help the digestive process if you can aid the digestion. Now, if you have a hiatal hernia, and you know you have a hiatal hernia, what's happening is the stomach has punched through the diaphragm, and I found a weak spot in the diaphragm, and that's pushing up, and it's moving up into this stomach and moving through the diaphragm, and it's causing that esophageal sphincter to stay open or not closed properly. Now that's a structural problem, and surgery is what's usually recommended. You should talk to your surgeon, your doctor, about that. That surgery can help sometimes not so much. I don't know. You have to look into it.
Yeah.
You have any other ideas? What about DGL? The DGL.
Sometimes that can be helpful, can be soothing, but you really think about sort of the root cause of what's happening. Why? If you're one of these curious people like myself, just constantly asking questions about why things happen, why is it that people get heartburn? Well, there's certain foods, there's, eating and then lying down. There's the obvious stuff, alcohol, coffee, fatty foods. But if all those things are sort of, not part of the issue, you kind of have to look at the underlying thing, which is the HCl production in the stomach does go down with age.
Sure.
Pretty significantly, with stress, with certain medications.
Sure. There are a number of your points well taken. We come back, we'll review what you just said, and we'll go over that again because that's relevant. These risk factors. What's the root cause here? What's the problem? You don't just want to treat the symptom. You want to try to correct the cause of the problem. The DGL, by the way, is a licorice extract, and it can promote healing of ulcers. It can be soothing. And if you have significant irritation to your esophagus due to this GERD, you might take one or two of these DGL tablets. You want to pronounce what DGL means?
Is it deglycerinized or something?
Deglycerinated. Licorice. Yeah, something. It's hard for me to say. I can spell it, but I can't say it.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom.
Get ready to get healthy. Get ready to get fit. Get ready to take charge of your health. Get ready to listen, learn, and live healthier because your health is your wealth. It's time for some information and inspiration. It's time to talk about health and nutrition. Nutrition for your body, for your mind, for your spirit. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition. Proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, supplementation for when you don't. Let's Talk Nutrition. Scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Daily prizes and giveaways. Follow Dr. Garko on Twitter at Dr. Garko and on Facebook at facebook.com/Dr. Michael Garko. Now, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition.
Okay. You need a microphone, buddy. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. Thanks for stopping by today. And Maggie Johnle's my guest from Renew Life. And I was just reporting on that one study, and we were talking about these proton pump inhibitors. You know, people take these anti-acid drugs, over-the-counter prescription drugs, for gastroesophageal reflux disease, acid reflux. Well, they're finding some correlation between taking those particular drugs and heart attacks. Yeah, another thing to worry about now, right? So this is an interesting correlation. They're not quite sure what's causing it. There's one hypothesis that perhaps it's affecting the health of the arteries. It's not exactly clear. These proton pump inhibitors are increasing people's risk of heart attack. But they've done some experiments with lab and animal studies. There's some lab and animal studies that suggest that these PPIs, might be reducing levels of nitric oxide. And that nitric oxide is produced by the lining of blood vessels, and it helps to relax and protect the blood vessels. So they're trying to sort that out. Nevertheless, yesterday, as I said, Maggie Johnle's my guest. I'll bring her on in a moment. Yesterday I mentioned that I think one of the most underrated lifestyle factors regarding health and biological aging is sleep deprivation and the importance of sleep. No sooner did I say that than this morning when I was rooting around in the literature, what do I come across? An American Academy of Sleep Medicine study suggesting just that. And this study was pretty startling in that they found that even one night of partial sleep deprivation promoted biological aging in older adults. And the results more specifically indicated that one night of partial sleep deprivation activated the gene expression patterns in what they call peripheral blood mononuclear cells, PBMCs, which is consistent with increasing accumulation, they said, of damage that initiates the cell cycle, that initiates what they call cell cycle arrest and increases then susceptibility to senescence. This is a causal link, not a correlational one. These findings causally link sleep deprivation to the etiology of biological aging. And it provides more confirmation for the hypothesis that sleep deprivation is correlated with elevated risk, disease risk, and promotes molecular processes involved in biological aging. You need to get your sleep and rest. It turns out that digestive disorders are one of the more prominent factors to cause sleep disruption and disruption of the sleep cycle insomnia, sleep, leading all to sleep deprivation. Dr. Judith Carroll, assistant professor of psychiatry and biobehavioral science at UCLA, Cousins Center for Neuroimmunology in Los Angeles, that's where she works, said, our data support the hypothesis that one night of not getting enough sleep in older adults activates important biological pathways that promote biological aging. This was published in the journal called, appropriately, Sleep. I have to get at least 6, do better with 7, I do great with 8. That's me. I don't know how these people get along 4 or 5 hours of sleep a night, every day night. I don't know how you do it. I don't know. I can't do it. I see a qualitative difference in my day-to-day life, my quality of life, my performance. Got to get a minimum of 6, but I can't do that consistently. It's only a minimum for a very short period of time, but I got to get it, then move to 7, and then got to get 8. Hard, though. As I said, my guest is Maggie Johnle, so I'm working through the stories that I alluded to at the beginning of the first part of the show today. And she's an educator with Renew Life. What do you make of this sleep deprivation business? Even one night, these were older adults, I understand, but even one night puts biological aging into motion. Oof. You getting enough sleep and rest, Miss Johnle?
I am sure that I don't get enough.
What do you need? 6, 7, 8? What? You one of these 3 hours, 4 hour a night people? What?
Well, I do okay. I can generally get about 7, maybe 6, 7, somewhere between there. But yeah, I would love to get 8. That's my dream.
No pun intended, right? That's your dream, eh?
Yeah.
I'm sure that you and other folks and educators at Renew Life have heard people complain about connecting digestive disruption and ill health to sleep deprivation. Have you not?
Well, it's funny. I mean, I can understand that they're probably fairly closely connected, but it's one of those things. It has to do with your ability to kind of wind down. It's the circadian rhythms. It's, do you do the right things so that you can sleep? Do you have minerals that, in your diet so you can sleep better? It all kind of makes sense.
Well, I came across an article, a discussion in this one link on the internet. It was called everydayhealth.com. Reference of Mayo Clinic. And they were talking about this business of lack of sleep and Crohn's disease, one of the inflammatory bowel diseases, or that there's some connection between Crohn's disease, inflammatory bowel diseases generally perhaps, and a lack of sleep. That a lack of sleep or as I said, a disturbance or an upset in your sleep cycle can increase inflammation in the digestive system. Now, a Dr. Omar Khan said, quote, the science of the link between sleep and IBD inflammation, he said, is sound, close quote. He's assistant professor of gastroenterology at Loyola University Medical Center in Maywood, Illinois. He said, quote, we have studies in which mice given IBD are deprived of sleep. Inflammation increases and IBD gets worse. Close quote. I wonder if there are people out there listening or watching this show that have experienced this, where they have irritable bowel disease of one sort or another, whether it's Crohn's or whatever, and they notice that it gets worse with a lack of sleep. If you're one of those people, if you could call the show, I would be grateful. I would love to hear your experience. 877, hear about your experience. 877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK. I think there is, What happens when people when they eat before they go to bed and overeat before they go to bed, Maggie?
Oh, it's bad news.
Bad news. And there is this connection between your digestive functioning and health and sleep. These things are interconnected. Usually, Einstein was right. It's all relative. Everything's in relationship to one another. 877-897-8255. You all don't have any sleep products, but you have good digestive products can help good sleep.
That's right.
We'll come back. We'll talk more. There's all kinds of things to talk about here. I want to take a look at enzymes for a second. Renew Life makes a few products, enzymatic products here.
Did you know your digestive tract is home to millions of bacteria? Some good, some not so good. And if you want to stay healthy, it's important to make sure that your body is populated with the good bacteria it needs. Probiotic Defense contains 13 of today's most effective friendly bacteria strains, along with other compounds shown in studies to support healthy digestion and immune system function. Don't settle for low-potency, overpriced formulas. Ask for Now Foods Probiotic Defense with the bright orange label. To find a retailer near you, go to nowfoods.com.
What are you doing this month? If you suffer from stiff joints, you can do something special. You could try new Flex Now Joint Formula. Flex Now offers you complete relief in just 1 month or a complete refund. Flex Now is a unique concentration of shea nut triterpenes, the most potent inflammation fighter of any botanical, and it's only when inflammation is reduced that your body begins to heal. Try new Flex Now Joint Formula and make this the month you get rid of stiff joints. Ask for Flex Now at Vitamin Discount Center and other leading natural product stores.
Hi, I'm Jordan Rubin, founder and CEO of Garden of Life. Oceans 3 was created with a simple premise in mind. Develop a line of premium omega-3 fish oil formulations that met or exceeded the market leader in quality, and then go beyond omega-3 by providing amplified benefits and value to the consumer. Oceans 3 contains ultra-pure, high-potency fish oil, along with astaxanthin and fucoxanthin. Each of these ingredients, when taken individually, have superb benefits. When they are combined into the exciting compound omega-xanthin, they work synergistically to amplify their already amazing benefits. In addition to the synergy of omega-xanthin, Oceans 3 offers unrivaled purity and greater value than the leading omega-3 fish oils available today, making the Oceans 3 family of products the best choice for anyone looking to add a healthy dose of omega-3 fats and a giant dose of extraordinary health to their lives.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Murray with a minute of important health news. One of my all-time favorite natural products is a special extract of licorice known as DGL. DGL is short for deglycyrrhizated licorice, but I tell my patients that it stands for darn good licorice. DGL is made by removing the compound in licorice that can raise blood pressure in some people. Double-blind clinical studies have shown DGL is quite useful in healing stomach and intestinal ulcers. In fact, in head-to-head studies, it has actually outperformed popular anti-ulcer drugs. But rather than inhibit the release of stomach acid, DGL stimulates the normal defense mechanisms that prevent ulcer formation and promote healing. Clinical studies have not only shown DGL to be extremely effective, but also that it is completely without side effects. Clearly, DGL is a better choice.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nutrix Hawaii. More nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. Now Foods. Our products work. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Flexin, the joint health experts. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
You know, I can tell you that the more, over these many years, the more when you study physiology of the body, the anatomy and physiology, and you look to see how the structure and function of the cells, tissues, and organs of the body and how it all works, it's just amazing. You just marvel at it. Sometimes you sort of lose sight of it when you get into the nuts and bolts and you're trying to learn how things work and this and that. But when you step back and look at it, it is really magnificent how it all... sometimes it does. It just leaves you speechless because how it all comes together and how all these different systems of the body work together to create homeostasis, one of the body's main agendas to keep you in balance. And the digestive system is just, one of those systems, but an important system. And it's just remarkable how when you eat food or drink some liquid, what happens. But food in particular, the digestion, absorption, and the metabolism of food, and how that all comes together. It's really stunning. Honestly, I never get bored of it, and I'm always challenged by wanting to learn more. There's always you can't master it all. It's so difficult. That's why you have doctors who just specialize in one thing, and they don't master it all either. Welcome back, Maggie.
Thanks.
Yeah, I have that experience all the time. And like when you look, just for example, at digestion and the role of enzymes in digestion. You have we talked about this a little bit last time. I had some response to that, by the way. People, they find that they say, nobody ever really explains how this all works. So you got mechanical digestion and you have chemical digestion. Mechanical and chemical that occurs in the mouth, the stomach, small intestine, and large intestine. So there's two digestive processes going on here, mechanical and chemical. Of course, the enzymes are part of that chemical. Those enzymes are amazing. Amazing. You all sell enzyme products, a few, don't you?
Yeah, quite a few.
Well, why is that? The body's able to manufacture its own enzymes. Why is it necessary to sell enzyme supplements?
Well, the body can manufacture some enzymes, but the truth is, much like hydrochloric acid secretion, goes down with time and with just aging in general, enzymes can too, and you can make fewer and fewer enzymes as time goes by. Not only that, but we have a diet that is very cumbersome on the digestive system. It takes a little bit more effort to churn out the amount of enzymes required to break down the foods we eat today versus the foods we might have eaten a couple hundred years ago. So since we do experience digestive difficulty, poor absorption of nutrients, things like occasional gas and bloating, enzymes can be a really simple way to help to relieve those issues.
And what's interesting, Maggie, is that digestion, beginning in the mouth and in the esophagus, you have enzymes there implicated. You have some enzymes implicated in the stomach. Then you have a lot of enzymes implicated with the small intestine and the ancillary digestive organs like the pancreas, for example, the liver, and your gallbladder. And that's where most of digestion occurs, that chemical digestion. Most of it occurs in the small intestine, and there are a constellation of enzymes implicated in the digestion of carbohydrate, fat, and protein. And I can see how people could become deficient in one or another enzyme and not even know it. But what would be some sign or symptom that things aren't being digested fully? They may be having, okay, the mechanical part may be okay, but the chemical part's not working so well, and they don't have enough digestive enzymes. How would a person know anyhow?
Well, there are a couple things that they would probably notice. I mean, the obvious gas and bloating, which can occur after eating, the occasional constipation, sometimes diarrhea, or just loose stool can indicate that maybe digestion's not happening quite as well. Floating stool can be an indicator for improper fat digestion. There's all kinds of things that can kind of tip you off to just an improper digestive system in general.
So the enzymes, and there are specific enzymes for these macronutrients: carbohydrate, protein, and fat. Isn't that right?
That's right.
All right. Yeah. So when you sell your products, do you do that? Do you separate out these macronutrients, or do you sort of put enzymes together that will work on different macronutrients, different, protein, carbohydrate, or fat? How do you all do that?
Well, we combine them, yeah, because it's a little bit more complicated for people because each individual enzyme is measured in its own unique way. So you look at a label of enzymes and you think you're reading a different language all of a sudden, because all of those measurements are confusing. So when you kind of combine them into those macronutrient groups and sort of talk about the enzyme activity value of the group, so how much protein digesting power, how much carbohydrate digesting power, so to speak, that just kind of brings it back into context so you can understand, wow, okay, I do consume these, 4 macronutrients, the proteins, carbohydrates, fats, and fiber-containing foods. So I do need these different groups of enzymes to help break that down.
Okay. We come back, we'll talk more about these enzymes and some of the products at Renew Life. And I would suggest to you that enzyme therapy, in this case, is very, very worthwhile considering.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Over the past 60 years, I have prescribed and been introduced to countless health therapies from around the world. I formulated Medici Plus, a natural remedy with high amounts of vitamin C and lysine for maintaining strong bones, cartilage, teeth, and gums, and aiding in collagen formation. Now in my 90s, Medici Plus is my insurance for the maintenance of good health. Make Medici Plus a part of your daily health routine too.
Available at health food stores and specialty pharmacies.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit TakeSolace.com. Solace for healthy sleep naturally.
And you
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Renew Life, the Digestive Care Company, Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing, Greens Plus, superfood for super health, Medi-C Plus, for heart health and more, New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom, NeoCell, the true science of collagen. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
So did you ever notice, let's say you eat some bread maybe, or perhaps some food high in fat, or then maybe again you eat some food that's high in protein-based food, and you have some problem digesting it. You know, your stomach gets all upside down, all sorts of digestive difficulties. You just know when you eat that certain food. Sometimes that could be a function of enzyme dysfunction, right? And people who are lactose intolerant, for example, they don't have the enzyme lactase. They lack it. They lack lactase. That's how to remember that. They lack lactase, therefore they can't digest milk or dairy products generally. And the lactose gets shipped off to the colon, and there the bacteria ferment it, and then they get cramps and gas and bloating. It's a horrible experience. I'm sure there are people listening and watching this show that have had that experience. Terrible. That's an enzyme problem. Can you give somebody lactase and it can help with the lactose intolerance, Maggie?
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you have some supplements that Renew Life that have lactase in it?
Yeah, and that's one of the cool things about enzymes is that they without question work, and there's specific scientific studies on how enzymes work, and you can have just the right amount of lactase to digest 1 glass of milk, for instance. The numbers are known.
Enzymes are catalysts. Catalysts speed things up. If you didn't have enzymes, it would take it would take forever to digest the food. Forever. Literally forever. And you'd be dead long. you often hear me say, no enzymes, you die.
It's true.
It's true.
Yep.
And this is what I was alluding to when I opened the show today about how marvelous the human body is, and just biology generally, whether it's our body, any animal.
It's incredible.
It just is the fine detail. It boggles the mind. And we have enzymes associated with different parts of the digestive system. In your mouth, you have, when you eat a piece of bread, which is a complex carb, which is a starch, you begin to break it down, depending on how long you leave it in your mouth. If you chew your food, it's called salivary amylase. The salivary glands release this enzyme called amylase. Amylase is a general name for any starch-splitting enzyme. You have pancreatic amylase. It comes from the pancreas. But in your mouth, salivary amylase is there. And with babies, there's this thing called lingual lipase. Lipase is a general name for fat-splitting enzymes. That particular enzyme is particularly helpful for infants in the digestion of milk fat. Doesn't have much application for adults, but it begins right in your mouth. These enzymes start to go to work, particularly salivary amylase, right? Okay.
Yep, that's the main one. You got to chew your food well to get it really mixed up with the amylase.
And then in your stomach, there are 2 enzymes, not a lot, just 2, pepsin and then tributyrannase. The hydrochloric acid. This is one of those functions, right, Maggie, of hydrochloric acid. That's what converts the inactive enzyme pepsinogen into pepsin. That's why hydrochloric acid, that's another reason why you need good hydrochloric acid, right?
That's exactly right. There's this cascade of events that takes place. You know, everything from chewing your food to the churning of your stomach to your HCl secretion to the activation of pepsinogen into pepsin. It's all dependent upon the step that precedes it. So, and that really goes into what you were just saying about how incredible the body is. I mean, it's all assuming everything's firing correctly and all the organs are working the way that they should, which we know doesn't always happen. So that's why supplements can be so helpful.
Absolutely. And if there were an area where dietary supplementation can help, it's with digestion. And then I'm going to mention these enzymes, and then you'll hear Maggie. I'm going to ask her about these products, and you're going to hear them mentioned in the products. After digestion moves from the stomach to the small intestine, you got carbohydrate, protein, and fat. So with the carbs, you have pancreatic amylase, which will break down starch into disaccharides, maltose and sucrose. You got trypsin, chymotrypsin, and then you have this thing called carboxypeptidase, which removes the ends of an amino acid. The point is that you have these enzymes from the pancreas. Then in the small intestine itself, you got enzymes there. You got, enzymes to break down these. They're called disaccharidases that'll break down these disaccharides into monosaccharides. You got enterokinase that activates trypsinogen. You got intestinal lipase. So you see the intestine has its enzymes. And these are all working together. So in these products, pick any one of them and mention some of the enzymes that are in there. Pick one.
Well, I talked about Parazyme earlier. That's our original enzyme, which is most helpful for folks who experience occasional heartburn or some kind of acid reflux issue, to take it with a meal to try to prevent the occasional heartburn that might kind of pop up. Parazyme actually contains all the enzymes you'd want, the protease, amylase, lipase for your proteins, digestive, for the proteins, carbohydrates, and, of course, fats. But another great enzyme that's in there is pepsin. So there's an actual pepsin in Parazyme as well.
Good.
So very helpful for protein digestion all the way around.
Amylase, lipase, and protease are general names for enzymes that break down like amylase, starch, protease, proteins, lipase, fats. And then there are specific enzymes in that group of amylase, protease, and lipase. But those are the general chemical names for those enzymes. And
For instance, lactase is an amylase, since lactase digests milk sugar, lactose.
Right.
So it's in that category.
Ultimately, what you're trying to do is take the food that you ate, the protein, and you're trying to get it into amino acids. You're trying to eat all the fat that you ate, the fat-laden foods, right? The fatty foods, and you're trying to get those broken down into fatty acids. And the carbohydrates, you're trying to get those broken down ultimately into monosaccharides. Amino acids, fatty acids, and monosaccharides. That's where you're ultimately headed at the end. That's what you want to end up with. And that's where that stuff then gets shipped off to the liver. And that's where it's sent off for metabolic metabolic work. And that's where you get your energy, make ATP. But that's the story. You're ultimately looking for amino acids, fatty acids, and monosaccharides. It's pretty amazing.
Did you know that the most common form of calcium supplement today is calcium carbonate, also known as limestone? You don't eat rocks as part of your balanced diet, so why would you choose to supplement your bone health nutritional needs with limestone? Our bodies understand and seek whole food sources of nutrition. New Chapter is proud to deliver Bone Strength Take Care, a calcium complex that delivers key bone health nutrients in the form of whole food, not rocks. Bone Strength Take Care also delivers key bone nourishing nutrients, including vitamins D3 and K2. Vitamin K2 is of critical importance as it ensures calcium is placed in the bone where it's needed and stays out of the arteries where it's not. Discover for yourself the whole food bone health alternative to rocks. Bone Strength Take Care, the best-selling natural bone health supplement in America. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
As a family-owned company since 1968, Now Foods has spent the last 46 years building a legacy in the natural health industry as a trusted leader. Now provides a comprehensive approach to wellness by offering more than 1,400 high-quality health foods, supplements, sports nutrition, and personal care products at an affordable price. Now believes that natural is better. They don't use artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners, and they offer many vegetarian, organic, and gluten-free products. Their foods are all non-GMO. Since their beginning, Now has grown to become an award-winning leader in the natural health industry. But one thing has never changed: their commitment to providing the highest quality products at the best value to empower people to lead healthier lives. High quality doesn't have to mean high price. From essential oils to amino acids, multivitamins to natural sweeteners, Now has you covered. To find a store near you that carries Now products, or for more information, visit nowfoods.com. That's nowfoods.com.
Aloha, I'm with pro triathlete Tim Marr. Tim, why is bioastin an important part of your training?
Bioastin is the strongest natural antioxidant fighting inflammation associated with hard training. It helps me get up day to day and put in the hard work without feeling sore and fatigued. I bounce back quicker and stronger. It also helps fight the elements from sun exposure, which is unavoidable when training for a triathlon.
Thanks, Tim. Make bioastin a part of your active and healthy lifestyle today. Aloha, Tim Marr. As a professional triathlete, training is important. How does bioastin help?
In triathlons, the last leg is always the run, which creates extra stress in the body because of all the tired pounding on pavement. Bioastin's main ingredient is astaxanthin, which fights free radical damage in the body while fighting oxidation. With high volume and long hours of training, recovery is such an important aspect, and bioastin helps me achieve a top-level performance.
Thanks, Tim. Make bioastin a part of your active and healthy lifestyle today.
Is your skin showing signs of aging? Do you want hair with more body and stronger nails?
Add NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C to your daily routine to help you regain your youthful, vibrant appearance. Collagen is the body's key structural protein, and it is critical to the elasticity and strength of connective tissues like skin, ligaments, and tendons. Recent clinical studies suggest that supplementing with collagen may reduce wrinkles and increase the firmness of your skin, improve the thickness of your hair, and strengthen your nails. Previously, medical studies also show a wide range of benefits from collagen supplements that may help with your joint pain, bone strength, and exercise recovery. NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C provides 100% pure collagen that's hydrolyzed for maximum absorption. Results are felt and seen within weeks. Super Collagen Plus C promotes a healthy body by providing specialized nutritional support to help fight the effects of aging. NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C products are available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Canavest, from seed to shelf. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Digesting your way to better health with Maggie Johnle, my guest. That's the theme for today, digesting your way to better health. That's a good idea, right, Maggie?
That's right.
So I'm going to give you a moment here. Talk about repetition. The enzyme products, their name, what's in them, what can they do? You go ahead.
Well, Parazyme is the one we've been talking about a lot today, and that's because at the top of the show you were talking about heartburn and some of the natural solutions. So Parazyme is great. It has all the enzymes you want, plus the betaine hydrochloric acid, which can really help to prevent occasional heartburn when taken with meals. What else? Digest Smart is our new enzyme line, which is great. It actually organizes the enzymes in a little bit more easy-to-understand way with the protein-digesting enzymes, carb and fat-digesting enzymes, as well as fiber-digesting enzymes, kind of organized better. That's actually one of the highest potency enzymes you can get nowadays, plus it has 25 enzymes, so it's really comprehensive. It's for all the different foods you eat. Not
How many enzymes?
25.
25 enzymes? You have the bottle in front of you? Or can you pull it up on your screen?
I got it right here. We have 3 of them. We have critical, senior, and women's, and they all have 25 enzymes. Some of the enzymes are in blends. But, yeah, anything you could possibly want.
Could you list some of those enzymes? I'm just curious.
Yeah, so a couple of the protein enzymes, papain, bromelain, protease, DPP4, actinidin.
What about fat? Some fat enzymes.
Fat enzymes is just the lipase right now.
Okay.
It's a blend of a couple of different lipase enzymes.
All right.
There's cellulase to help break down fiber, hemicellulase additionally, pectinase helps to break down pectin, xylanase breaks down xylose.
So you have all. See, that's what I'm trying to convey to the listener and the viewer of the show, that these enzymes, you have category, then subcategory, then a subcategory of that, and there are many enzymes. That's why they're so critical for your health. But go ahead, continue.
Well, it's easy to get overwhelmed because they look real complicated, but just remember they all digest something different. So, for instance, alpha-galactosidase is a famous enzyme that breaks down this particular starch in cruciferous vegetables and beans that can cause uncomfortable gas and bloating. It's actually the main ingredient in Beano, the common drugstore brand of enzyme. There's lactase, of course, which breaks down lactose. There's invertase, which breaks down table sugar, so just plain old, inverted sugar. Glucoamylase, phytase breaks down phytic acid.
Yeah, so I get it. What's the name of that product?
Digest Smart.
And that's for what? Men, women, and others, or what? What did you say?
Well, we have critical, we have senior, and we have women's. And I like the critical. I keep the critical nearby.
Okay, and
it's also got an ATP blend. I noticed you talked about ATP earlier. That was cool.
Absolutely. Any other enzyme product? That's three, four you mentioned.
One of my favorite is Gas Stop. I love that product because
Stop for gas?
Yeah, it's called Gas Stop, and it has a lot of fennel in it. And fennel is one of the best herbs for gas and bloating, I find. It's a fantastic enzyme with all the alpha-galactosidase you need too.
That gas is coming from your large intestine.
A lot of the time, it's fermentation. It's
the bacteria fermenting the food that didn't get digested properly, and it's.
That's right.
And that's what that nasty, funky stuff is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it can be really troubling, and people forget that, if something's not firing correctly up at the very top of the digestive process, once things get down below, that's when sort of the bad stuff starts to happen. You get undigested food essentially rotting in your intestinal tract, which can lead to more negative bacteria.
Right.
And that causes bacterial imbalances, dysbiosis.
It's like a garbage bag with all that fermenting going on. It smells bad, looks bad, is bad. Nothing good's happening there. Get those digestive enzymes. Why walk around and pollute the planet?
Right. Think of your neighbor.
Think of yourself.
Think of the people around you, your coworkers, family members.
Think of yourself, for heaven's sake.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other enzyme products?
We have a great kids enzyme called Buddy Bear Digest that I would recommend.
Huh.
A lot of times kids have food sensitivities, digestive difficulties. It can be helpful. It's like a real nice chewable tablet. Works really well.
Okay. We almost at the end here? Here's a quick LTN question. Which enzyme group digests carbohydrates? Amylase, lipase, or protease? Amylase, lipase, or protease? Which one of those digests starch? Amylase, lipase, or protease? 877-897-8255. 877-897-TALK. Which group of enzymes digest starch? Amylase, lipase, or protease? Quickly, hit your speed dial button. 877-897-8255. Amylase, lipase, or protease? Which one of those digests starch? And it even starts in the mouth. There's salivary, fill in the blank. I even mentioned it. Is it amylase, lipase, or protease? If you call, even while we're headed off, there's a caller. If I don't get to you, you get the right answer, you'll still get the prize. All right, Maggie, so the lines are lit up. And go ahead and mention the products real quickly again for repetition.
Renew Life enzymes, Parazyme, Digest More Ultra, Digest Smart is our best line right now.
Okay. Sold in fine health stores throughout the United States and those that are trying to be fine. Okay, Lisa, which lipase group digests starch? Amylase, lipase, or protease? Lisa?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're talking to me. Okay, I'm on.
Yeah.
Amylase digests carbohydrates.
There you go. Starch in particular. Congratulations, Lisa. You're a winner.
Great.
Thank you for listening, and thank you for calling, Lisa.
My pleasure.
Thank you. And thank you, Maggie. Always informative. I always can count on you to deliver. You're like the pizza man. You always you always deliver. I guess that's the wrong metaphor for this show, huh? I shouldn't be.
Well, maybe. You need enzymes first. So.
If you're going to eat pizza, make sure you get your amylase into your body.
That's right.
And if you're putting a lot of fat on it, well, you might as well go ahead and digest more from Renew Life. Take your enzymes. Why? From Renew Life, because your health is your wealth.
Hi, I'm Kate.